Oh, hold on. Before I actually officially start the show.
John C.
They literally can't see us right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this going.
Move along.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
I haven't done that in a while. Hit the wrong button on the wrong page. All right, let's do this.
Pushing all the buttons.
Pushing all the buttons. Pushing all the buttons. Do, 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 do.
Distance nerding.
What up, everybody?
Oh yeah, I was being very nonverbal. I'm sorry. I was really into the movement.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is Taco Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for tacos. But in reality, it's because you are now watching and listening and experiencing distance nerding.
Part of the Comic-Con radio podcast family. I forgot James wasn't here for a second. I'm just like waiting. La la la.
Well, she's hitchhiking down the Witch's Road. It's Jen from Frey Comics.
He's Oz Cobb's old college roommate. It's young Phil.
God, he was such a weirdo in college too. Like he was just the weirdest dude. You know,
you don't want to hitchhike down the Witch's Road either.
But I mean, like sometimes he would have that New York accent. Sometimes he would just be weird old Aussie. You know, It's a weird dude. All right. Anyways,
umbrellas sometimes.
Yeah, for some reason he hung out with penguins. I don't know what it was. Just. And he stole them from like the from the zoo. And we're here
to nerd
together.
Hey, we were almost together.
Almost, I know that, right? We're talking anything pop culture, news, movies, music, food, wrestling, comics, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, follow us on all the social media platforms, on the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Discord, all the places, all at Dist.
You know, I actually deactivated my Twitter.
Did you?
Yeah, I just fed up with it.
I'm gonna admit I have not deactivated my Twitter, and I've been trolling Twitter even more lately. I hate myself for it. So nsnerding at AOL.com, and we will read your emails on air. I think I skipped something, but either way, it's fine. We're fine.
Yeah, we're good. It's okay. We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. Like James not being here, we're just gonna add in like sound bites of James.
We really do need to get that cardboard cutout that we were talking about of him.
I need to get like a full. Do you remember Big Heads?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Big Heads of James, and I have to get one of him going.
Yes.
And just have him in the background. Like now, James is always on the show. He's right there.
Yeah.
like
so he's in the thread though. He's in the chat.
Oh, is he in the chat right now?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're working, but you know he's still there.
Yeah, it's like the dad that keeps tabs on you.
I know, right? It's literally what he is. Shout out to the Instagram chat right now. Trooper 58118. Okay, I was making sure that wasn't B. Shout out to Trooper 58118. Took a chopper to visit kids with some other droids. Went to a Shriners hospital.
Wow.
So shout out to you. That's awesome.
That's great. You made some kids' day. You know you did.
You absolutely did.
That's awesome.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the best or probably the worst kept secret on the internet. You are now watching. Wait for it. You are now watching the download.
Yes.
Again, shout out to Trooper 58118 says he will see us at LA Comic-Con, and I'm very excited for that. So that's gonna
Yay, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
LA Comic-Con is gonna be a blast. We're already prepping and getting ready for that, and that's like 2 shows away right now. So
it's a big show.
It is. It is a very big show. We have to be ready for that.
It's a big show. That's as close as I can get to. Who used to do that? Like the old school guy. Who was it that it's a really big shoe? Oh, Ed Sullivan.
Oh, okay. I
Thanks for going on that trip with me, guys.
Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking of Martin Short for some reason when
he's done that, but it's like based on Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan was I think the guy that was like, it's a really big shoe.
He does that as Jiminy Glick too. He's like, are you ready for the shoe?
Yeah. So.
Triple Deuce Grunt saying, have you guys ever been to Fan X in Salt Lake City? We have not. We haven't been to Salt Lake City yet, but hey, maybe we will. We've been as far as Idaho, so I mean that's not that.
I don't know. I did call the Mormons morons. I don't know if they'll let us go.
They may not want us to be.
I might not be able to go, but you guys probably can.
Triple Deuce Grunt is confirming that it was Ed Sullivan, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this week on deck, we have got the Geekend Update.
We buttered up a ton of panels at CrockerCon.
Oh, we definitely did. And I get the Crocker joke. I see what he's doing there. Starting rumors.
We're going back to Hell's Kitchen. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
or should I say hell yeah?
Hell yeah. And of course, topping off the end of the show, we are rounding it up with the download.
We set the story straight about the Goonies sequel, and Jen has a pitch for the Goonies sequel at the end.
I'm all for it too. I got to that part of the story when I was pre-reading the show, and I was like, oh nope, I want that to be a surprise. I'm not going to read that part.
Yeah, I was like, as I'm like, kind of like figuring out how, like, what the points that we're going to talk about, and I was like, oh, I've got a pitch for this.
Yeah,
let me write that down.
I got to the bottom of that story, and it says Jen's pitch, and I'm like, no, I'm not reading that.
Hi, Bruce.
The infamous Rebel on Instagram saying every time he goes to a con, he finds out about 3 more that he could go to. Infamous Rebel is going to be on the show pretty soon. Actually, let me look at the schedule here. I'm very excited for that one because I met the infamous Rebel. I did an interview with him over at KaboomCon.
KaboomCon.
Yeah, and that was an absolute joy. November 7th, he's going to be on the show.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so.
He'll be in that like lull time, but like after Halloween, but before Thanksgiving. So it'll be like, I don't know what holiday to celebrate at this particular moment.
And that's just going to be an excuse to send people to his website and watch his movies. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because the stuff that he does is actually pretty cool. Some not post-apocalyptic, but like kind of. I guess it is post-apocalyptic. Very like Mad Max, but at the same time, not Mad Max.
They call that something else now, though. It's not like considered post-apocalyptic. It's like, I don't remember what it is, but it's like Hunger Games and Divergent. Like those are all like that, but I can't remember what it is. It's called.
It's very. I was making the comparison to him at the show. It's very. Twisted Metal. So if you watch the Twisted Metal show,
I haven't yet.
Okay, it's very much that.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, you've talked about it, so I kind of get it, and I love that like whole genre. Yeah. Like Fallout could be considered something like that, and I love that TV show.
Fallout is post-apocalyptic though, because that whole thing is the whole impetus of that is
nuclear bombs,
war. So that makes it post-apocalyptic.
Is it nuclear or nuclear?
Technically nuclear.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's get into this. Gentlemen, before we jump into all the fun stuff, of course, Get to the right page again. Of course. Let me get a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Dubby. That's right. Dubby is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus concentration reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Now, guys, Dubby contains neurofactor. Neurofactor helps keep your brain focused.
You haven't had any.
No. Well, while 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about W at www.w.gg. Use the code NERDING10 until the end of September and get 20% off, ladies and gentlemen. So head over to W, go get some W and get 20% off until the end of September. It's well worth it. I'm actually going to bring back the W tonight. I've got my my mason jar of water like I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
But because I've had enough energy today, I'm going with a hydro blend tonight.
Oh, okay.
So what we don't talk about on the ad there is that, yes, they have energy blends and it's an energy drink, but they also have these blends.
Chill blends.
I mean, they don't have caffeine. It's more of a hydro blend, so it's meant to be more like
like a hydration.
Yeah, it's a hydration drink, so it's more like Gatorade.
Oh, cool.
The one that I'm doing here is one of their newer flavors. It is the strawberry pineapple.
Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I haven't gotten all the new flavors yet. They have a whole bunch of new flavors, and I'm excited to try them all. I was interested in the what was it, Grandpa's denture water? Grandpa's denture water. Was that dragon fruit and was it mango?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I didn't know pitaya, or how do you say it? You say it better than I do. Pitaya was the actual name of dragon fruit. We all just call it dragon fruit. It's like, oh, it's dragon fruit.
Right.
So.
Well, just like, what is it? I'm trying to remember the name of the fruit in English. Lychee.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where we call it lychee, the name of it is lilikoi.
Oh, and that's so pretty.
Yeah, lilikoi sounds way better than lychee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm always like, so like we call eggplant, like we say eggplant, but in the British Isles and probably all over Europe, they call it aubergine. And I'm like, why would we say eggplant when clearly aubergine is the way to go? I
know, right? It sounds so much better.
So yeah, and that's all I have on that. So
yeah, Triple Deuce Grunt on Instagram talking about Ghost makes a hydration drink. And I was saying, yes, I've had it. It's actually pretty good. When we're trying to pick things up on the go, I'll grab a Ghost every now and then.
Grab a Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, spooky season.
So
I do have a nerd hat. I have a nerd. Well, all my hats are nerd hats, but I have a witch's hat on tonight. So I'm just already spookified. I don't know.
Spooky.
Oh,
spooky. Okay. Mess around.
Distance nerding. So let's get into the Geekend update.
That's right.
And distance nerding is on Comic-Con Radio.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, continue. You were saying?
Look for the Distance Nerding podcast, even this very episode, and our second show, a comic conversation, each week on comiccon-radio.com/podcasts. Please put that in the chat, Phil, when you're done with your dubbing.
Yeah, I mean, considering that we don't want a special somebody to do that, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, Shadu's not here, so he can't do it, but I clearly don't know how to do it either, so maybe it's genetic.
Yeah, it might be just that it's genetic. That's
just genetic. We didn't get that tech gene when we in our genetic makeup.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for the day that Instagram integrates their system and I can just put all the comments on the screen the way we do with Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
Because there's good comments on Instagram right now.
Ah, darn it.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me just make sure I'm looking at the right part of the screen here.
We're going to talk about CrockerCon.
We did a thing, guys. We did a thing, and that thing was CrockerCon.
CrockerCon.
That's right. We did CrockerCon on Thursday, September 12th. That was this last Thursday at the Crocker Art Museum in downtown Sacramento, and it was a blast, guys. The 2024 Art Mixer at CrockerCon 10th anniversary event brought on a whole bunch of different artists and creators, just people in the indie comic world, but also people in the comic world. And me and James both did 2 different rooms. So there were 2 different panel rooms going on at the same time. James took on the Trooper saying he can't believe you missed CrockerCon. James took on the smaller room, which had Dan Bethel, Melissa McCommon, John Marcotti, Newligan, Chris Wisnia, Amber Rankin, and a whole bunch of other people. He took on the smaller room with all the indie creators.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the main stage, and I interviewed Keith Knight, who has a long-running political cartoon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it was great having him talk and just talk about the things that he does. He's got a long-running political cartoon that was in it was in the Washington Post, San Francisco Chronicle, it was in the New York Times, the New Yorker itself.
Cool.
And he had this it's called Woke, but it was before that became a buzzword.
Right. I remember it actually. Yeah. So I remembered that, like, because I was like, oh, that's kind of, and it was because woke was originally just a word to say, hey, I know what's going on. I'm woke, and
you're aware of injustice. Yeah. It's awareness. And he talked about everything. It was really good. And then right after him, legendary artist from Marvel and DC, Derek Robertson.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Boys, guy who did The Boys. He also did Happy, which is another great book that became a show.
Yeah. We watched that show.
Oh, so good. He had another iconic run for Deadpool. He had an iconic run for Wolverine. He did. He started off in the Justice League. He's done so much, and the guy was really cool to begin with, but I think one of my favorite things about him was he comes on stage and he goes, I wanted to be a comedian, but I wasn't funny, so I ended up becoming an artist. And it's funny because, like, as we're going on, he's just dropping all these great jokes, and I just and looked at him and I said, you said you weren't a comedian? And he just starts laughing. That's one of those things where, because we didn't have equipment set up, like, there's no full video, or there's a full video of it, but there's no like good audio of it, the interview. And it's like, oh my God, I wish we had like really good high fidelity audio on this, because the interview was so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. And especially if you can't use your own stuff.
Right.
That's harder.
Right. But he did say he was interested in coming on the show.
Oh, awesome.
Waiting on the promoter to get me his email address, because he said he goes said, is there a good place to reach out to you? I know you said reach out on your website. He goes, no, don't reach out on my website. If you reach out on my website, 90% chance I'm not even going to see it. My wife combs that stuff for like if people are trying to get what's made, prints made or something like that, or they're trying to get like a, what's the word when you get something custom made from an artist?
Oh, well, oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying, though.
I know what you mean. I have lots of, like, I have like sketches. I have a sketchbook that has original stuff, but They do it at cons a lot. It's like,
Right.
yeah, but I can't remember what it's called. Commission. That's it. Thank you, Say Wong.
That's what it is. Commissions. So he was like, yeah, my wife combs it for like commissions every now and then, but he goes, if you reach out to me there to like come on a podcast or something like that, I'm not going to see it. Because like I get so many of these, like everybody wants, especially because the boys and everything is they come on their shows. And he was like, he goes, get with the promoter. He goes, go ahead and get my email address from him. And he goes, and just email me directly and we'll talk about coming on your show.
Oh, that's so sweet. That'll be awesome. And Sandra Betty said commission, and Darren said commission. So
everybody's
thank you, guys.
You idiots. It's commission. I'm sure James is going to go in there and say commissions because everybody else said commissions.
Yes.
So that's what we did over the last week. Coming up this weekend, and we're excited for this. We're leaving on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Anna Medford. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Anna Medford, Saturday and Sunday at the Rogue X in Medford, Oregon. We're going to be there. The voice art actors that are going to be there: Lori Himes from Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! She was in Lupin the Third, which I get kind of excited about that because Lupin the Third was awesome. Chris Kaysen from Full Metal Alchemist, Dragon Ball Z, Fairy Tail, Emily Kramer from Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Genshin Impact, and then Kelsey Cruz, who was in Spy X Family, the Apothecary. For some reason, I couldn't say that. The Apothecary Tales and Smite. And
you saw the first part and thought Apocalypse.
Yes. And then Jordan Dash Cruz, who was her husband, who was also in Spy versus Family, Genshin Impact, and Smite. And there's going to be so much more artists and vendors and different things that are there. It's going to be a great time, guys. Make your way to Medford, Oregon. I'm going to put the I'm going to put the link in the chat here. But definitely worth going, guys. If you can make your way to Oregon, make your way there. And putting the link in the chat for everybody here.
If you do make it and you come by the distance nerding area, you can get free stickers.
Not only free stickers, guys, we're going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff. A couple of different prizes donated by Colossus Girl Entertainment themselves, but also we have a Pokemon Master Starter Pack. So Pokemon cards that we're giving away. And then we have a 9-rated, this was donated to us. We have a 9-rated, which Pokemon was it? I have it like in a box so that nobody can touch it.
That's what she said.
Not the evolution of Geodude.
Oh, okay. Well, you talked about that last week when Dave was on too.
Right.
Because I was like, I actually remember that.
Yeah. But it's a 9-rated one that was donated to us, and it's a holographic too.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's gonna be great, guys. We're gonna be giving away a whole bunch of prizes and having a whole bunch of fun. So make your way there, guys. And we will see you there this weekend.
Yes, I will not be there, but Distance Nerding will be there.
Where?
You have to go because I can't go. I need you to go.
She can't go. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
we've put it off long enough. Let's start some rumors.
Let's start some of these rumors.
I don't know where to get it.
Love it. The Long Family Cosplay posting the custom emotes on Twitch right now with the DN logo and the Deadpool thinking logo.
Love it.
There's a Frey one in there too. It's just one woman standing there going, "What?"
I wonder. Man. All the Wonder Woman things. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about. Oh, I don't want to talk about him.
No, but I'll talk about this just because it is an outrage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now Morbin time again. You boob. The Masters of the Universe casting continues to grow, and now Jared Leto. I'm gonna say that again. Jared Leto has been offered the role of Skeletor in Amazon MGM Studios and Mattel Films live action movie. If Leto accepts the offer, he will join Nicholas Galitzini as Prince Adam, aka He-Man, Camila Mendez from Riverdale as Tila, and Allison Brie as Evil Lynn.
He's gonna ruin it.
Yeah. So tacos on the table. Is it Morbin time for Skeletor?
No. Go away, Jared Leto. Nobody wants you here anymore. Go to your island. Be a cult leader. Leave us alone.
Man, okay, so my feelings on this. Sorry, Triple Deuce Grunt just put a no. Hold on. I've got something for you. Where's it at? Where did I put it? I just put this on the soundboard. Where did I put this thing?
It's the Dubby.
I found it. Yeah, that's conveying the feelings we all have.
Yeah.
Jared Leto's a good actor. The problem is I don't know how to feel about him as Skeletor. I don't think he's big enough to be Skeletor. I think you need somebody who is a massive meathead bodybuilder. That, as far as body goes, and put a skull head on him. Because if you look at Skeletor, if you look at the way he's built in like the cartoons and everything like that, the dude is massive. He is brolic. Jared Leto's kind of a skinny dude, so I don't know how I feel about him playing Skeletor. Maybe.
Do you think it's because they couldn't get Christian Bale?
Christian Bale's another dude who he can put on weight, but he's kind of small.
Yeah, but he would be a better Skeletor. And I always feel like Jared Leto is like Temu version of Christian Bale.
Oh God, that sucks. So Triple Deuce Grunt saying he was not a good Joker. I agree, he was not a good Joker, except for in the Snyder cut. He actually was a decent Joker for that one scene.
This is where we disagree, but that's okay.
For that one scene, I think he was actually good.
Yeah, he was okay.
He was somebody he was a shit starter, and that's what Joker should be. So even when he's
it was a good adaptation of that Joker. I will say that.
Yeah. Especially the only thing with that is, the way that they did that. I mean, the Joker's the reason that whole thing happened, and the Joker should be dead at that point because Superman puts a hole in his brain. But I mean, there's that.
That's never stopped him before.
Yeah. I don't know who I would want to play Skeletor, but I don't feel like Jared Leto is the right pick for Skeletor specifically.
Oh, you know who could do it? James McAvoy. He's really buff
He's
now.
brolic right now. That dude is.
Yeah.
Now,
He just did that scary movie.
Yeah. And James McAvoy is he's a good actor. So I mean, I like that idea. I like him as Skeletor. The other thing is, what version of Skeletor is Jared Leto gonna kind of model himself after, or is he not going to take inspiration from any version of Skeletor and just try and make something new? Because that is something that
is he going to starve himself so he will look the most like a skeleton?
But that's the problem. Is Skeletor is buff.
I know. Yeah.
He just has a skeleton for a head. But
I know. It's just funny. I'm like, so.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a chance that we might get. I mean, we might get a different version of him, unless he's just doing the voice of Skeletor. But again, is he going to be emulating Oppenheimer?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I want this rumor to not be true. My tacos are nowhere near the table. I have put my tacos away in a drawer to mold.
Yeah. I'm taking my tacos off the table on this too. I don't think that they're going for somebody who is as who is as controversial as someone like Jared Leto.
Yeah, I can't. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Let's move on because Husby loves this title.
Okay.
He does. Yeah, he loves Bleach.
Yes.
Yeah. So it looks like they're we might be getting a live action adaptation of the hit manga anime Bleach, and it's being developed as a movie by Warner Bros. And the sister to Dot. The studio is currently on the hunt for a writer and director to take on the project. This tacos on the table. Can WB pull off a live action Bleach? This sounds like a Bleach and switch.
A Bleach and switch?
Yes, instead of a bait and switch. They don't have a writer and they don't have a director.
But that's the thing, that they may be still in like the planning stages and saying like, oh, okay, we want to do this.
Early development.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, we want to do this. We have the rights to it, something like that. Especially Warner Brothers, because they have the rights to anything that's on Crunchyroll.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they can do that now. That isn't that also could be that they could be developing it for Netflix, and Netflix is gonna do it too.
Oh, Sewong says nope. He just said nope.
Yeah, Netflix has somewhat been learning their lesson and realizing that they need to do stuff that is more akin to the anime.
Yeah.
Rather than just doing something separate. But like Bleach is another massive property that if they slightly mess this up, you know, the anime community would not forgive them for it.
The globe would unite to destroy them.
It's like Death Note, you know, like everybody was, and to this day, everybody had a right to be pissed off about Death Note.
Yeah.
The only good thing about Death Note is the right casting, the wrong movie.
Yeah, like I felt that way too. It's like, oh man, you know, I love this cast, but this is not the movie for them, you know.
Willem Dafoe as what's the demon's name? Sewong, what's the demon from Death Note?
Come on, Sewong.
He'll say it here in a second, but Willem Dafoe as that demon was great casting, but the movie sucked.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I hate that. That's like such a pet peeve.
And it's also like, I understand what they were going for. What they wanted to do was do something that lived within the universe of Death Note and was like, okay, here's the next person to get the book, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool, but it's kind of like I would have rather have seen the horror movie that was Death Note.
Right.
You know, because like the main character, Shinigami. Yes, Ryuk, that's his name. Yes, it was Ryuk.
Yeah. Thank you, Sewong.
I appreciate you, man. But like the main character, what was his Lightagami, I think was his name. Or
all tacos on the table.
Yeah, it might have been Light Nagami. It was Light Agami, I think it was his name. But like Light, his descent from being like, oh, I'm an amateur detective to being damn near a serial killer was like beautiful. I loved the whole idea of that.
So, that's awesome. But yeah, it has Hollywood doesn't have a good track record with anime.
No.
Switching it to live action.
No.
So, I can't. No tacos on the table. Yeah. Is this going to be a taco-less table? Well, no.
No, my tacos are on the table because they're trying to, like, Hollywood is at the point right now where, again, they're not good at coming up with original IP. And all they're doing is trying to find, oh, what's an IP that's popular? Oh, Bleach has a giant following. Trigun, giant following. Let's make a live action version of this. And it's like, you don't need to do this. As cool as it would be, but it's like, if you guys are veering off of the source material, nobody wants to see that. Like, Full Metal Alchemist was terrible.
Well, especially with anime, because it's so it's not vague at all.
Yeah, like I mean, they're not good at adapting anime, and like the way that it would be good is if they adapted an anime and it had all of the over the top, like, you know, fight scenes and over the top things that kind of make a lot of those animes like fun to watch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of let's adapt something and ground it. Like, no, you should make it even more over the top.
Yeah.
But anyways, again, your tacos are off the table. My tacos are on the table. Not because I want this to happen, but because Hollywood is in a place where this is what they would do.
They are pretty notorious for it as well.
Yeah. Especially after the success of One Piece, they probably think that they're on top of the world right now.
Right. Yeah. No, but Saewon said one Tom Cruise movie was based off of a manga. Is that Edge of Tomorrow?
I think it was, and Edge of Tomorrow was actually not that bad.
Yeah, I like that, but I had no idea that was based off.
Yeah,
manga. That's cool.
It's on Netflix right now.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just saw it because I watched the Terminator Zero.
Oh, really? Is that good?
It was really good.
Oh, awesome. I'll have to put that on the list too.
Going from live action to anime, right?
Yeah, I haven't really been watching anything.
I mean, like in reverse, a live action movie that was turned into an anime. It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like it a lot. All right, so
we finished Kite Man.
Oh, I haven't even started watching.
Oh, it is so good. It's definitely bingeable. So you could definitely binge it. There's Darkseid has a choir in this, and
Darkseid has a choir that
it makes the like last few episodes of the season. I won't say anything else besides that, but the title Kite Man, hell yeah, fully encapsulates the show.
I imagine you when you say Darkseid has a choir, and because of the way that these shows run, I just imagine it's like the demon choir from the Damien episodes in South Park.
I don't know. It maybe you'll have to look at it, but it's really funny. To me, it's more like a Greek chorus than a choir, but you know, it's just really funny. So. But yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next story here.
So let's talk about my fifth husband.
Your fifth.
No, I'm just kidding. I just think Charlie. I just have a huge crush on Charlie Cox, and he makes me blush. So
I will give you that. Time to go back to Hell's Kitchen. We've got 2 seasons of Daredevil Born Again coming, and while we don't know what the story entails or how that story will play out, the rumor is Marvel sees Daredevil as a gateway so that they can explore stories about various other street superheroes. In terms of interactions, we can expect, of course, the long-awaited team-up between Spider-Man and Daredevil. So, guys, tacos on the table. I guess I'm asking the audience, too. Tacos on the table. Will Daredevil start a wave of Marvel team-up shows? My tacos are on the table. I've been saying this for a while, that they are 100% trying to bring back, especially with the way that they're bringing everything back, they are bringing back all the Netflix characters. But not only that, this is a gateway for more Blade. This is a gateway for
Ghost Rider.
This is a gateway for street level characters in general and street level teams. So I think eventually we're going to get Heroes for Hire, like the way that we wanted it on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Happen. I think we're going to get Midnight Suns. They've been saying that they want to develop a Midnight Suns, and the street level characters lend themselves for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, and you could even like throw a Shang-Chi in there occasionally because he does some street level stuff too. So it's not.
Well, they already said that the rumor right now is that we're going to be getting a revitalized Iron Fist in Shang-Chi, and I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to see Iron Fist be done properly.
Yes, I do too.
You know, and I want to, especially with the way that Marvel has figured out that they can do direct adaptations from the comic books that we're gonna get a legitimate, we're gonna get a legitimate Iron Fist where he has the bandana on and you can give him a stunt double that can actually fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and also, I mean, like one of the original street level team ups was Power Man and Iron Fist, and that I want to see that.
Heroes for hire, and that's what I want. I want more heroes for hire. I want a legitimate heroes for hire. I also want that Daughters of the Dragon that we never got.
Yep, that would be amazing. I think that I think that's kind of the way to go with Disney Plus and the television if they're going to do the series. Yeah, do a couple comedies here and there, but this like street level drama superhero is really translates better in the TV format than in movie format. So I'd love to see them in movies, but I really would love them to really sparkle on streaming. So
yeah. And the other thing is this is also a way to get Deadpool onto a show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Have Deadpool messing around with Spider-Man and Daredevil and kind of like the way he does in the comics. I would love to see those team ups, especially
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. A lot of the characters that Deadpool messes with in the comics are all your street level characters. Again, your Daredevil, your Spider-Man, your
because he can find them.
Right. Yeah. Your Hawkeye, right? I mean, Hawkeye and Deadpool had one of the best runs in the comics because it was so meta. Like all the jokes that he was throwing in there that Hawkeye was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about right now. There was a joke where he says, look, it's the fake Green Arrow and Spider-Man. And Hawkeye goes, why does nobody know who we are? Why is it that nobody knows who we are? And Deadpool goes, well, to be fair, our respective comics haven't been out for that long. And and he looks at him and goes, what? He goes, don't worry about it. It's just going to go over your head. I would love to see that where like they team up and he makes one of those fourth wall jokes that nobody knows what the hell is going on. It's like, no, I'm crazy. Don't worry about it.
Just let's move on. Right. But yeah, no, my talk is around the table for this. I would love a Marvel team up. I would, you could do those as your special presentations.
Yeah.
Just a Marvel team up and just do it once a quarter and I'll be happy.
And then what I need is that weird homoerotic relationship between Spider-Man and Deadpool, and then I'll be happy.
I mean, Deadpool has a pretty homoerotic relationship with most everybody, so that's not.
It's just, it's weird because like Wade pushes it, and then Peter will play into it, and then realize, nope, this is not happening.
Yeah, no, I really don't want to egg him on.
He's gonna think I'm serious. No, I'm not doing this.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh, Deadpool.
Oh, Wade.
Wade.
All right, let's go ahead and move on.
Speaking of W's, Wanda did nothing wrong. She was being reasonable. She was. Yes.
And then they dropped the fucking mountain on her.
Yeah. And I just love this picture of her. She's just so cute. A new report has surfaced that is saying Marvel Studios is in development on a Scarlet Witch solo movie. I think it's funny that now she's dead, that she's getting her own movie. But I guess they did that to Black Widow too. What the hell? All right.
I mean, they had already said that she wasn't actually dead. It was just
I know, but it's like she's dead. But anyway,
when they announced she was dead, she signed on for 3 more movies. So
I know. I was like, dead, guys. Okay.
It's the strongest character in Marvel. There's no way to just kill her off like that.
Nope. Especially since she still hasn't done the mutants. She hasn't said her famous line, "No more mutants." Right. And anyway. So it was reported almost a year ago saying that WandaVision and Agatha All Along producer and writer Jack Schaefer was going to write and direct the film. And apparently that's still the case. So yay. So tacos on the table. Is this how we get Scarlet Witch back?
No. My tacos are off the table. If that's the question, is this how we get her back? No. I I think she shows up at the end of Agatha all along. I think that.
So she comes in, Agatha all along, and says, "Don't call it a comeback."
Yeah, I think that she either ends up in the last episode or she's a post-credit scene. But I think that at some point Agatha gets the Darkhold. Right.
Yeah, but there's no more Darkhold. She's like zapperized it through all of the multiverse.
But that's the thing, is the Darkhold isn't something that Wanda can just destroy. I think that
that the Darkhold is what you hold in your heart.
No, I think that again, all of a sudden I'm forgetting his name right now. The devil, the Demon King.
Mephisto.
Or
Mephisto, yeah.
I think Mephistopheles can pretty much just create it on a whim to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that, yes, the version that Wanda destroyed, yeah, she destroyed it, but it's fucking magic. It just snaps his fingers and brings it back, right? And
that's true.
And that's the whole thing, is like, I don't think you can really destroy the Darkhold, considering that it's a creation of Mephisto. And I think Mephisto is going to give the copy, a copy of it to Agatha. And I think Agatha is going to try, and knowing the kind of power that Scarlet Witch had, that she is the Scarlet Witch, I think that Agatha is going to want a part of that power and try to control that power.
Yeah.
And she's going to find a way to resurrect the Scarlet Witch. Ooh. I don't think she actually died. I think that she's just been like, I think that they Supermaned her and she's just been dormant.
That could be it. Because I like that. I really like that idea, that's how we get her back, is because she's in Agatha all along. Right. I think that she is too. I think because they missed the boat on having Benedict Cumberbatch be Doctor Strange, because he was going to be in that commercial, the Doctor Strange commercial, like the commercial about the meds and everything. Anyway, but so like I think they missed the boat on that, and they've been kicking themselves ever since then. And so I definitely think she'll be back for this. I think, I think she will be there. I think the Witch's Road is like a mystical out of time thing. So there could be a Darkhold there, even if she did destroy all of the Darkholds. That could be one that's outside of time and space, like the TVA kind of is. So
yeah,
there are loopholes and loopholes and loopholes when it comes to witchiness. So, yeah.
But then also, it's a franchise based on comic books. Characters don't die.
No, that's true. They don't.
Like there are only 2 characters that have permanently died in comic book history, and one of them came back.
Yeah. Are you talking about Jason Todd?
Jason Todd came back, but Uncle Ben.
Oh, that's right.
Is alive.
Yeah, that was like a
universe
red line for a long time. You can never bring Uncle Ben back, and I think it's because the rice people.
But the thing about Uncle Ben is the universe he's alive in is the universe that Peter died in.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So is it Spider Grandpa?
No, it's Spider-Gwen's universe.
Oh, Spider-Gwen. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
I don't do the Spider comics.
Yeah, so Spider-Gwen's universe, she is the Spider-Man of that universe, and her inciting factor is because Peter died.
Oh, okay.
And Uncle Ben is still alive in that universe.
Oh, yeah. So she gets to enjoy all the rice.
Right. Uncle Ben had to come back to team up with Jerry. With Uncle Jerry. How though he came back due to popular fan demand. Yeah. Hal Jordan, again, no character is truly dead in any comic book universe. It was supposed to be Jason Todd, and it was supposed to be Uncle Ben, and in some form or fashion, they've both come back. Jason Todd, obviously, due to the Lazarus Pit, and he is now a mainstay character in the Bat family. And Uncle Ben,
did a really good rehab job on him.
They did.
Yeah, they really did.
And Uncle Ben, again, technically in the mainstay universe is still dead the way he's supposed to be. They just, in another universe, he's still alive.
Yeah. No, it's comics. Anything can happen in a comic book.
Right. So let's go ahead and move on because I will stay on this all day because
I know you will.
character. And I have all the different theories on how to bring her back. So
I love her. I think Liz does such a good job with her.
absolutely.
She makes her so much more vulnerable than I think I've ever seen her in the comics.
Yeah.
She's just amazing. So.
That, and I mean, with now we're going to be getting the Mutant Saga soon. We need her for the Mutant Saga, not just House of X, but just for so much more. She plays an integral part in the X-Men Avengers universe.
At some point she's kind of like the main liaison between the X-Men and the Avengers too. Right. So I just like that they've made her this grayer character because like she was so I'm a hero for such a long time, and then they kind of drove her crazy, and then she's not really that heroic anymore, but she's not really that bad. She just kind of does her own thing, and I appreciate that. Which
is what she should be. She should be a character that is, I hate to say out for herself, but really is kind of out for herself. Like she is a morally ambiguous character. She does not kind of fit the role of a hero or a villain. She just kind of does what is in her best interests.
Well, she's very chaotic. I mean, and that's where her power is chaos. Right. So you have a character that, yes, they're a hero and they have their own set of morals, but how they get to, from A to B can be really horrific. And they're like, well, I had to do it because it was for the good of this. And you're just like, okay, but you didn't have to kill all of the snails. Like, I mean, so.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on here because.
Oh my gosh, it's Kate Bishop.
Yeah, you got to get your hot sauce ready because we need the hot sauce for the mac and cheese.
Kate Bishop. You only have one fork? Who only has one fork?
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. Are you saying my whole name because you want to make sure that I know that you know my whole name? Yes. Oh, okay. I loved Hawkeye, but I could have Kate Bishop and why can I not remember her name? Belova. Okay, what's her first name?
Yelena Belova.
Yelena Belova. I loved every scene those two were in.
Yeah.
They were hilarious together.
Yelena's great, and I know there are people who listen to this show who have massive crushes on Haley Steinfeld. So which I don't blame you. Haley Steinfeld is hot. So which is kind of hard for me to say considering I've been watching her since she was like in movies since she was like 10, and it's like that makes me feel weird even though she's like adult now, but I mean like still makes me feel weird.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. A new rumor is making the rounds. A sequel season of Hawkeye is currently in its early development phase. It was also revealed that Marvel already has ideas as to how the second installment could pan out. It's also said that Hawkeye Season 2 will focus on Haley Steinfeld's Kate Bishop and is set to occupy a bigger role in the sequel edition, which it should, because tacos on the table. Is this the start of the Young Avengers?
I think we already started the Young Avengers. Yes. From the end of the Marvels.
Yeah. And specifically, she went out there to
see Kate Bishop.
To recruit Kate Bishop. Miss Marvel recruited Kate Bishop.
Yes.
Kamala Khan. So I mean, like, yeah, we already know that it's coming. There are multiple characters that are mainstay characters in the Young Avengers that are already been introduced, like Stature, Kate Bishop,
Kate the
Miss Marvel. The one that I'm waiting on that I know we're gonna get because it makes sense for them to still bring the character in, and I know they'll write around it, is Iron Lad.
Yeah, well, but also we've got Isaiah Bradley's grandson.
Oh yes,
and I think he's supposed to be in Brave New World, isn't he?
He is. What's his name? Patriot, isn't it?
Yeah, the Patriot or something like that. I can't remember what his name is. Somebody tell us what the young Cap character in Young Avengers is? What's his name? I just don't want to look it up. I'm like, I just don't want to look it up.
Isaiah Bradley's grandson, Elijah. Yes, known as Patriot.
Patriot. Okay, there we go. You had it, and I just was like, yeah, I don't know why. You know what I'm thinking? This is why I'm thinking of this Iron Patriot, because freaking Osborn. And
which hopefully we get him too, because they did say that in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which we'll get to later. But Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the main villain is supposed to be Norman Osborn. And we need Norman Osborn in this world so that we can get Dark Avengers, so that we can get the true Iron Patriot. Which I mean, considering Iron Man 2, the armor exists.
Yeah.
So he can be the second Iron Patriot, right?
Yeah.
But, like, technically, the first Iron Patriot was just somebody controlling the suit.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like I just think I think it would be cool, but they could do it somebody else with it too. I mean, it doesn't have to be. Heck, they've already got Hammer, Justin Hammer.
I think Justin Hammer was the one that was controlling the suit in the second movie.
No, that was it was a third movie. Because War Machine was the second movie. Third movie was Iron Patriot, and that was the AIM guy.
Oh, that's right.
And the Mandarin. Yeah. So
what
Trevor Slattery.
I want to say that he was like a minor character in Iron Man 2.
No, because Iron Man 2 was War Machine, and they tried to make him Iron Patriot, and they had the suit, but they hadn't approved it yet, and Tony wouldn't approve it. In the third one, they rebranded him as Iron Patriot, and because at one point Cheadle says like he's like, you got to hack into my thing, and he's like, well, what's your password? And he's like, War Machine Rocks or something or whatever.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah, so
I had to look it up. It is in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty good about the Iron Man ones for some reason.
It was a very minor thing at the very beginning of the movie, so what I mean, still.
It was a cool suit, though. Like, it was a cool concept for the suit. Yeah. But I could see them doing, like, going to Ironheart and saying, hey, we need a suit.
Yeah. The Long Family Cosplay saying, where is this compared to Echo in the timeline? And this is probably going to be after Echo, which Echo was, for all the hate that it got, it was a good show.
It really was. I really enjoyed it. Now, where they said the town was, that was not the town at all.
Yeah, I know, because that's where you live.
No, my father-in-law used to live there. He doesn't live there anymore. That's how bad it is. He doesn't even live there anymore, and he wanted to not live by people. So, like, that tells you how bad it is.
But yes, we both agree this is the start of the Young Avengers. So let's go ahead and move on here.
Yes, because we're taking up way too much time for this.
Yeah.
You punched Grogu? Hold my beer. A new report from Scooper, MTTSH, I don't know who that is, has surfaced from DC Studios' Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, claiming that the old guard actor Matthias Schoenaerts
Oh, okay.
is in talks to play the villain in the film Krem of the Yellow Hills.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Krem is described as a ruthless King's agent responsible for killing Ruthie Mary Knowles' father and incurring the wrath of Kara Zor-El by putting an arrow in crypto. Like the super dog?
Yeah, like the super dog. This is kind of a stretch as a villain.
No, I think it's. I mean, I think he could do it. He might have to bulk up a little, but he could do it. So, tacos on the table. Does Matthias have what it takes to shoot a super dog?
If he's got a kryptonite arrow, yeah.
Well, no, they're the planet that they're on. It has a red sun.
Oh, so then definitely he can definitely shoot a super dog. He's not.
Did we not mention that? Yeah, it's a red sun planet.
He's not even a super dog at that point. If it's a red sun, he's just a regular dog. He's less than a regular dog at that point.
He's just a dog standing in front of a girl, asking it for treats.
That's good. That's good. That's really good. That's a really good joke.
Thanks. Sometimes I have to go back to my Notting Hill days. That's really what it is. No, but I could see it. I think he could do it. I think acting wise, he could absolutely do it.
Yeah.
But he's just going to have to put on some bulk and be okay with being shirtless for the majority of the time he's on screen.
Which, knowing James Gunn, I don't think he'll have a problem with that. Well,
I mean, James Gunn may not have a problem with that, but I mean, Mateus might.
I'm saying, like, James Gunn is really good about, like, hey, we're doing comic book characters. Let's make the comic book accurate. So you're gonna need to be like,
we're gonna put you on the Chris Pratt diet.
No, more than that. We need to put you specifically on a Wolverine diet.
I was gonna say, are they going full Jackman?
They're going full Jackman. Like, you need to be Jackman jacked.
We're gonna get you jacked Jackman style.
Yeah, we are going to pump you up. Do it. Do it. Come on. Do it now. All right. Well, that is it for rumors, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump into this fun part that we call the download. I lost my mouse for a second, and I was like, "Where's it? Why now? Why do I lose the mouse right now when I'm trying to get this thing on the screen?"
That's because that's when you need it. That's just funny because I do crap like that all the time. I'm like, why can't I? Literally walked into the kitchen. And we have a open floor plan. We have a great room, and so our dining room table's like right by the kitchen. And so I always put my phone down on the dining room table. So I go in there, the dogs distracted me. They're like, we want to go outside. And so I let them outside. I get my water. I go all the way back into the room and I'm like, where is my effing phone? I had to walk all the way back in the kitchen, get my phone and come back. So I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. I'm commiserating with you. Although my story took longer.
It's okay. It's okay. Guys, for all the news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post and let us know what you're nerding out on, because we want to talk about it. That's not hyperbole, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we do actually want to talk about it.
I actually want to talk about what you guys are nerding out on. Yes. You know what we're nerding out on right now.
Yes, you absolutely know what we're nerding out on.
We're nerding out on this, even though the rest of apparently the rest of Hollywood is not. No, the OGs, meaning the original Goonies, burst the nostalgia bubble. Recently, The Sun reported that the Goonies 2 was happening and several of the original cast members would be returning. The news went viral and spread all over the internet.
Like a virus.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hence the viral.
Martha Plimpton, one of the original Goonies, took to social media to say the Goonies sequel is not happening. Boo.
Yeah, boo.
She said, people, there is no Goonies 2 script. There is no one attached. Spielberg is not directing. It's not real. And then told people to go out and vote.
There you go.
Corey Feldman also shared in the post that he had no information whatsoever that the sequel was in development. So maybe one day we will get that sweet OG sequel. But as of right now, nothing is in development. So Jen, Jen,
I have an idea.
Jen, you have a pitch.
If a Goonies sequel were to be made, here's my pitch.
Okay.
We start at a funeral of one of the OGs.
Oh no.
And find out that they had a secret. And in pure Goonies never say die fashion, they all get a piece of the puzzle and have to reunite to solve one last mystery.
My only problem with this is who are we sacrificing?
Josh Brolin's character.
Oh, but
He's the oldest.
yeah, I mean, he's the older brother. I get it. He was kind of a jerk, but I mean,
I don't know. Maybe nobody wants to work with Corey Feldman. Maybe we sacrifice Corey Feldman.
because like he also did like save them.
That is true. So maybe not him, but we can't. There are two that have to be in it, and you know which two I'm talking about.
So Data.
Yeah.
Data has to be in it, and Chunk has to be in it.
Mikey.
Mikey for sure, because
I said two.
Love
if we had two, but although Chunk would be my third.
I'm saying Chunk was like one of the characters that, like, if you think back on that movie, like the characters you immediately think of because they were so outlandish was Chunk and Data.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this four here, original Stranger Things people.
Yeah. Mikey was the leader for the most part, and I mean, given Josh Brolin's his older brother in it, so I mean, like, you kind of want those two characters. Corey Feldman was kind of like the weird kind of, kind of like jittery, jumpy character.
Yeah, it's all that coke he was doing.
Back then,
even then.
But I mean, like, it's you. I kind of feel like if we're gonna kill off a character, hate to say it, but it needs to be one of the girls. I hate to
maybe it'll be Martha Plimpton's character because of the way that she said it's not happening. But the way she said, like, people, there is no Goonies 2 script. There is no one attached. Spielberg's not directing. It's not real. That is such a Martha Plimpton thing to say.
Yeah, just because I feel like the two girls were kind of just along for the ride, and they were kind of more like complaining and didn't want to be there the whole time. Whereas like everybody else was just like, of course, the four boys were like, we're going to find treasure. And Josh Brolin was like, well, I can't let my brother, like, I can't let anything happen to my brother. My parents will kill me.
Yeah, that's true.
So like he's being a good big brother, but he's also kind of being selfish at the same time.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah.
So
I
don't
know. Yeah.
I would see like something like this would bring them all closer.
Yeah, it has to be. I guess it could be. No, because I don't know that all of them would go to the funeral of parents of the original people. Although, hey, you know what? That would work too.
If anything, it would be Mikey's parents. Like one of his parents passed.
Yeah.
And they meet up at the funeral, and it's like, at that point, because remember, they all used to hang out at Mikey's house. So
yeah, that's true.
So and especially that Corey Feldman's character was like, always there. Chunk was always eating out of their food. So like his house was the hub.
Yeah, his house was like Goonies Central.
Because remember, the beginning of the movie is like his parents basically like pointing out all his weird friends.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, I think that could work. Like, yeah, I think that could work.
Yeah, so rather than one of the Goonies dying, it's one of the parents dies.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. DeLong Family Cosplay saying Chunk and Sloth.
Yes, of course.
Aaron Watson, Josh Brolin pulls out the Infinity Gauntlet and says, the hardest choices require the strongest wills. Snaps his fingers and the rest of the cast disappears. Roll credits. Or Sloth dies. I mean, Sloth was a little bit older, so.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. I think it's a good start. I'm getting the ball rolling here, people. It's a good start. Let's really start spitballing ideas. Send us an email on what you would like to see the Goonies 2 be.
Absolutely.
We've already got Aaron Watson's version.
We spent way too much time on this one, so let's go ahead and move on to the next here.
So many sodas, so little time. Judd Apatow is set to direct Cola Wars, a Coke versus Pepsi movie that is also being produced by Steven Spielberg. Oh, he can produce this, but can't do I'm over it. Through his Amblin Entertainment banner. Sony Pictures picked up the project last year for $1 million plus as a pitch. It will tell the true story of Pepsi's attempt to challenge Coca-Cola's century-long reign as the world's top cola. This led to the Cola Wars of the mid-1980s. A fierce rivalry between PepsiCo and the Coca-Cola Company, two of the largest soft drink manufacturers in the world. Those of us old enough to remember the Pepsi Challenge, New Coke, and all the endorsements for each brand understand the significance of this movie. I took the Pepsi Challenge and Coke won. That's all I'm saying. The Cola Wars pitch is being written by Jason Schumann and Ben Queen. Love the last name, Ben. He was also the writer of, I don't know which one, Jason or Ben was the writer for Cars 2 and Cars 3 for Pixar. I don't remember who.
Yes, Queen.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
The project is in early development. So which team are you on? Are you Coke or Pepsi?
I'm Team Coke all the way. I know Tater's Team Pepsi.
Is he?
Yes.
My mom loved Pepsi when I was growing up. That was like, she would get those big, big, huge, convenience store refillable cup things.
Yeah. And
she would just Pepsi in that all the time. So I absolutely hate Pepsi. I can't, I almost want to vomit when I see it. But I also don't like New Coke. So, but I do like Coke. And although I'm not drinking Coke anymore, never mind. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm Team Coke all the way though. All right, let's move on to the next story here.
I can't have Coke because I will drink one Coke and then have 20.
I know. Coke Zero is my thing now. From Monster Colas to Monster, well, I guess movies. Guillermo del Toro.
Monster that ass.
I know, right? Is currently in production on his long-awaited Frankenstein movie, which is shooting in Edinburgh. The photos and video have surfaced from the set, and one of them offers a first look at Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein. And he looks like Michael Jackson. Del Toro is writing, directing, and producing the film. The film will be alive. It's alive! Sometime in 2025. I mean, really, just look at that. Is Frankenstein, does he have Riz? Has he got the drip? Is he vibing? I mean, look at that.
I think he's got all three. I feel like I want him to, he'll come in and he'll be like, I'm going to do a surgery on you, and I'm going to look hella good while I'm doing it.
I know, right?
And I'm sure that's not it at all, because Oscar Isaac, can do that, and he's really good at that, but he's also a serious actor.
Like I said, he looks like Michael Jackson in that picture.
He really does.
He looks like he's ready to go.
Right? That hat. Look at that hat.
It's alive. It's alive. Destro on YouTube. I took the Pepsi challenge. I chose Jif.
You know what? That's the best choice of all.
The Long Family Cosplay, he's putting on the Riz.
On the Ritz. Because, Young Frankenstein putting on the Ritz. They did that song.
Well, okay. And that's where the joke for Frankenstein comes from. Because
Do you know that Rocky Horror Picture Show and Young Frankenstein basically debuted within a year of each other?
Oh, man. Two cult classics.
But it was Rocky Horror Picture Show was a stage play first, and it actually debuted a year before Young Frankenstein came out.
Really?
So that's really, that's some parallel thinking going on there.
Yeah.
But it did. And then the movie came out after, but it was a London stage play.
Interesting.
Yeah, about a year before. So I looked it up. We were husband and I were like, what do you think came out first? And so I looked it up. So now I have that knowledge. So you're welcome.
All right, well, let's move on to the next story here.
The next story is gonna take a little piece of my heart now, baby. I didn't want to sing it. I do love that song though. Shailene Woodley is set to take on the role of Janis Joplin in a new biopic film project about the iconic musical icon. Woodley, an Emmy-nominated actress for Big Little Lies, will star in and produce the upcoming film.
Ooh.
The film will the film will shoot over 30 days in California. Will shoot over 30 days in California and spend about 10 million in qualified expenditures. So it's going to be an indie movie too. So that's kind of cool. The film is slated for late 2025 release.
It's going to be interesting. I love to see a full on story of Janis Joplin.
Well, The Rose that Bette Midler did was based on Janis Joplin's life as well.
But I mean, like, you know, like a modern take on it and everything like that.
Oh yeah, no, I will absolutely be watching it.
Yeah.
I do enjoy. I've loved Janis Joplin's music for a while, but yeah, I think she could do a good job. It's just going to be it's a really hard life to portray for the actor that's portraying it. So
yeah. San Francisco's own Janis Joplin.
Yes.
Well, moving on again
for the San Francisco treat.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm apparently into rice right now. I apologize. I'm gonna have rice jokes.
Now this next story is gonna make you want to shout it out loud.
Okay.
No.
I don't know that I know that Kiss song. I must. I know most of their music, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm really excited about this. I kind of want to audition to be a member in the band.
Absolutely. Which member would you be?
Gene Simmons.
You'd be Gene Simmons. Can you have you detached your tongue from?
I have a pretty long tongue.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not showing it
because you know he cut the webbing out so he can drop it out like that.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I bit my tongue all the way through when I was a baby. Does that count?
Different place. Anyways, McG, the Terminator he directed Terminator Salvation and The Babysitter, is in final negotiations to direct the Kiss biopic Shout It Out Loud, which is being produced by STX Entertainment. McG is the ideal choice to direct our movie, given his history of directing hugely successful music videos such as Smash Mouth's All Star, Sugar Ray's Fly, and Bare Naked Ladies 1 Week, as well as big studio pictures like Charlie's Angels.
They're not wrong.
Yeah, I know, right? Tongues are being measured, makeup is being applied, and casting is underway.
Yeah, I probably won't I won't be able to be Gene Simmons. Maybe I can be Fran Drescher's character. She plays that agent, right? No, that's Spinal Tap. Sorry.
I mean, we could bring Fran Drescher out for that.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, anytime I think of Gene Simmons now, I think of that the Cherry Dr. Pepper commercial he did.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Of Terry. Like, yes. And then he just like the entire commercial was like, why do you keep saying it that way? Like, what way? What word? Kiss. Like, okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
That's,
time to fly, you fools.
Fly, you fools.
Neither one of us are really gonna perfect an Ian McKellen impression. So one of the plans for The Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum is to bring Ian McKellen back as Gandalf. The actor has made it clear that he wants to return. He's just waiting for the script. I'm told it's 2 films. Here, hold on. I'm told it's 2 films. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I haven't read the script and I don't know when it is. And I don't even know where it will be filmed. McKellen can continue. Huh?
I was saying, I imagine you have to have like that slight tremble in his
voice.
Well, he's always had. It's just like a British thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm told that it's 2 films.
Yes. McKellen continued, but I would love to go back. I would love to go back to New Zealand. Number 1. I also don't like the idea of anyone else playing Gandalf. Peter, you know who would have done a really good, would have probably done a really good
Gandalf.
Yeah. Peter Jackson is producing the film. Andy Serkis is directing, and apparently I'm making the lambus bread.
Oh, good. Just because, again, remember, Sean will return if you make lambus bread.
Right. He'll just show up on set. He'll be like, "What? I heard there's some lambus bread."
Lambus bread? I heard lambus bread.
Yeah.
Lambus bread.
Yeah. I'll say it however many times you want me to.
Oh man,
that's funny. But yeah, I don't know. Have we really kind of overstayed our welcome with Lord of the Rings?
I don't know, because I mean, like now they're like jumping really, really far deep into making more movies and TV shows and stuff with Lord of the Rings. They're just again the big thing is that they're a little creatively bankrupt, and they're like, oh well, this is a multi-million-dollar franchise. We can just go deeper into this, and it's like stop.
Yeah, I get sick of it. But, yeah.
Unless you guys are bringing back stories that are based on the Silmarillion, then like stop, guys.
Yeah, no, I wonder, because I'm like, do we really need a hunt for Gollum? I mean, it would be cool, and yeah, it's I don't know. And 2 films, look, Peter, I know you want to get paid, but come on, man.
Find us it does, the precious.
Right. So, all right, so
2 more movies.
From Out of the Office to Office spin-off, I guess. I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you, Kelly Kapoor?
That was actually a good line.
Thanks. As pure James right there. As Peacock moves forward with the development of its upcoming spin-off series, The Office. I did a Jim thing. They've added 3 new cast members. Every time we do an Office thing, and it never lands. Melvin Gregg, Chelsea Fry, and Ramona Young have been cast. As we don't know who they're going to be playing, but cool. No release date set, but hopefully it will be coming soon.
That's what she said.
I've started saying that more often now. Yeah. So.
You see what I did, right?
No. Did you do?
It's one of those like staring down. He's doing it in the picture that we have right there.
Yeah, I know. It's doing the gym.
The gym, just looking at the camera,
pulling
like
a gym. Yeah, there you go.
Oh God, gotta rewatch that show. I love that show so much. All right, well, moving on. I'm sweating right now. You know what we need? More paper. Michael B. Jordan has signed on to star in and direct the new Thomas Crown Affair movie, which is being set up at Amazon MGM Studios. This will be the 3rd Thomas Crown Affair movie to be made. There's the original in 1968 that starred Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway, and the 1999 version, which starred Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo.
I have seen both of them.
Yes. And they are very beautiful gentleman thief movies. So
I prefer the Steve McQueen Faye Dunaway.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm
OG.
Well, I'm saying, like, I'm interested in seeing how they change the story on this.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool, and I think Michael B. Jordan just wants to wear really nice clothes.
Yeah.
And be snarky.
But I mean, like, yeah, I know, right? But he proved with Creed 3.
Yeah.
He's a good director.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think, woohoo. Go Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. So is this just another way for Michael B. Jordan to wear the crown? Hashtag Bombay.
Just like nod on my head, like no.
Another way for him to wear the crown, Ibambe. Ibambe.
And you know what? My head going. That's not a good omen.
All right, moving on here.
Yeah. Amazon Studios has paused production on the third and final season of Neil Gaiman's awesome fantasy drama Good Omens, which is currently in the early stages of pre-production in Scotland. The decision comes following the sexual assault allegations brought against Gaiman, and the writer has now offered to step away from the series so that the production can continue. Deadline reported, now we understand that Gaiman has made an offer to Amazon and producers to take a back seat on the latest season so that it can continue amid crisis talks over the Terry Pratchett's adaptation's future. The third and final season of Good Omens is expected to be released in late 2025 or early 2026.
That saddens me.
It does, yeah.
Like hearing the news of what's going on with Neil Gaiman, and it's like, like you kind of expect better.
Yeah, and you just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know what happens.
Yeah.
In your life, and things come back to haunt you. That's really it.
It sucks because he is, and I say it all the time, he is my favorite writer of all time.
He's an excellent writer. I have read several of his things, and including comics, books.
Books, right? Yeah, but it sucks. But
it does suck.
At least he's got the the foresight or the wherewithal to back out of it, to say if I'm holding up the production, let me get out of your guys' way.
Well, I mean, for the good of the show. I mean, that's always a good thing to do. So, hey, so let's move on. Let's actually get into the news part, because we were news bushing it.
Yes, we were headlining it here. So, ladies and gentlemen, in how to get spider powers without really trying news, Marvel Studios' upcoming animated series, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which takes place before 2016's Captain America Civil War, but with a noticeable key difference: Norman Osborn. Peter comes home to Norman Osborn in his apartment instead of Tony Stark, and wackiness ensues. Marvel Comics announced that they are producing a prequel tie-in comic. This will also be a 5-issue limited series written by Christos Gage and drawn by Eric Gapster. So we have an synopsis here.
Not another teen angst synopsis that makes your spidey sense tingle-opsis.
Not another teen angst synopsis that makes your spidey sense tingle synopsis. Synopsis.
Oh, I should have flipped them. Sorry.
It's all good. The story will introduce readers to a young Peter Parker along with his supporting cast and some of Spidey's legendary villains. It's said that the comic series introduces some of the amazing adventures to come in this highly anticipated animated series that takes place during Peter's earliest days as Spider-Man. You take the very first steps along with him as he discovers his powers, decides to become a hero, and even picks out his name and costume. Now, Peter's got to survive an entire freshman year as a newbie crime-fighting vigilante, and if you think you know how the story goes, you're in for a surprise. Gage said in a statement, "I've had the privilege of writing a lot of Spider-Man's adventures, both in comics and in the Insomniac video games, but one thing I've never gotten the chance to do is recount his earliest exploits. And the exciting part about this book is that it's a brand new take on those formative times. While this is definitely Peter Parker, the Spidey we know and love, he's got a new cast of supporting characters, including Nico Minoru, who you may know from The Runaways, and some surprising twists. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1 goes on sale on December 11th.
That's awesome. I think that'll be cool. And that's in the picture itself is actually some of the art from the comic.
That's from the comic. I was wondering. Yeah. I know that they drop kind of some of the pictures from the cartoon, and it's got a very similar art style.
Yeah, I think they were
comics.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I love prequel comic limited series.
Yeah, they're always fun.
Yeah, no,
I like the idea of him in a weird green tracksuit.
Oh, weird green. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
just wearing like regular running shoes, like he just got out of gym class.
Right. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. It also gives me like old school, like even Miles Morales kind of vibes, like, that whole like I'm just a kid that happens to have superpowers kind of vibe. So, and that's cute. It's adorable. So let's go on to the next thing because we're gonna go from web slingers to unrecognizable Irishmen.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to put here, so I just did that. Dylan Clark, producer of the DC series The Penguin, not to be confused with Pingu, addressed the decision to change Oswald Cobblepot's name to Oscobb in the series. During an interview with SFX magazine, Clark said, they never got around to changing his name in the comics like they did with the Riddler, going from Edward Nygma to Edward Nashton, from an unreal name to a real name. By doing that, they grounded the character. Yes, they grounded him. He was grounded for 2 weeks. He continued, we had a lot of conversations with DC Comics and with Jim Lee, who's the president, publisher, chief creative officer, super artist, blah, 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 blah. He had a thought about changing his name at some point, but had never done it. Matt asked, can I call our character Oscobb? And Jim said, absolutely. So we got, I assume that's how he said it. He may have just said, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he sounds more like an absolutely kind of guy. So we got a blessing from the king himself, that a small change of the name allowed us to look at this character in a grounded way. Writer and showrunner Lauren LaFranc added, Matt's created new canon in his film, and I'm creating new canon in this show. We have characters you're familiar with, but there's a different spin on them. It felt like the Gotham City that Matt created in his film. Cobblepot seemed less of a real person in the way Cobb is a real last name. He's a gangster, and it's just kind of felt more correct.
Okay.
Colin Farrell reprises his role as the Penguin and is making his moves to take control of the criminal enterprise in the city. Christine Milioti is playing Sophia Falcone, and Renzi Feliz is playing a teen the Penguin befriends and makes his driver. So kind of a mentor-y kind of thing.
Right.
The rest of the cast includes Michael Kelly, Shorey Agdashlu.
I think that's, yeah.
Okay. And Deidre O'Connell. It's an 8-episode series. It's been described as Scarface-like, not Scarface light, but like. And you'll
Scarface
see the rise.
A lot of death.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Of
scarring of the face. We'll see the rise of the villain in the criminal underworld of Gotham City. But it's also confirmed that the series will lead directly into the events of Batman Part 2.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's actually going to be out like 2 days from now.
Yeah,
it premieres on Thursday.
I was just gonna say it comes out this week, and so doesn't Wanda come, or not Wanda? Agatha All Along start coming out this week too?
Tomorrow.
Oh my God, that's two comic book shows in the same week.
We are truly blessed.
We are.
From the comic book god himself, Stan Lee, we have been blessed with this authoring.
I mean, Jim Lee is also a comic book god at this point too. So.
Yes, he is. Yes. He's a living god.
He's a living god.
Yes, yes.
He is. He's the living god.
My son met him when he was 2 years old.
Oh man, Jim's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he really is. I met him before, but I didn't meet him at the same time my son met him. My son met him in an elevator with his dad, with my son's dad, not Jim Lee's dad. Although I don't know, Jim Lee's dad may have been there. Anyway.
All right, so let's move on to the last story here. In you win some, you lose some news, the 76th Primetime Emmy Awards were held on September 15th. So what was that? 2 days ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
The comedian father-son duo Eugene and Dan Levy hosted the event, which of course lasted longer than Barbenheimer.
Yeah, it's true.
It was a fun night for all but let's get into some of the standout winners. FX's Shogun, as it should have, had a big night, winning 18 Emmys, including drama series lead actor and lead actress. Hacks won for comedy series, but The Bear broke its own record for the most primetime Emmys won by a comedy series in a single year with 11 overall awards. And I think the majority of us were surprised to find out that The Bear is considered a comedy series.
I've never seen it. I need to watch it. There's a lot. Yeah.
It's more of a drama, but I mean, like, I guess you can say it's a comedy. There are parts of it that are like, oh, it's kind of funny, but it's a comedy series the same way that Shameless is a comedy series.
I think I think it's really odd. Like, it's hard to do the comedy versus drama anymore because a lot of comedies have drama in them now, and a lot of dramas have comedy in them now. So it's like, don't get me started with horror TV.
Yeah, I know, right? Baby Reindeer won for limited series, and creator Richard Gadd won for writing and acting. So congratulations to all the winners, and remember, it's an honor just to be nominated.
There you go. And remember, we got merch, people.
That's right. We got merch, people. I was not ready, so I have no idea where all my stuff is. We got merch, people. Pretty good. That was
it's so weird that James is the glue that holds us together most of the time.
I guess that could be true, be considered true. Ladies and gentlemen, we got merch, people. We don't have hat because Ming Chen has hat, but
yeah,
we got shirts. And you can too. DM us at Distance Nerding on your social media of choice, or send us an email at the email I'm going to talk about at the end of the show here. We'll get us your size, get your shirt reserved, $20 if you're local to the Sacramento area, $25 if we got to ship it to you because I've got to ship it on my own dime.
And I will say for the females out there, they are unisex, so keep that in mind.
Yes.
It's not, they don't have like men's sizes. And if you are more healthfully endowed, well endowed,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, they're pretty true to size. I have an XL, and it fits really well. Like, it's not too snug. It gives a little, but it looks fitted. So there you go.
James said, "What if I'm the one that causes the shows to go long?"
You do that sometimes.
Sometimes his jokes just keep going and going and going. He's the Energizer Bunny of our show.
I just thought it was funny because there's that one time that he went on so many tangents and you and I were both like, no, we're on. We are focused. We were going to get through the show on time. And we were like an hour over. And I swear a lot of it, James started us on tangents. And I was like, oh God, we all do it.
Oh man. Sandra, do me a favor. Tell me what size Bruce is. And I'm just gonna give you guys one of the shirts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because Bruce is awesome and they promote the hell out of us all the time anyway. So I just want to give them one. Schedule. So our schedule has changed.
Okay.
Our schedule has changed.
I'm like, all right. I don't know what you want me to say about that. I already knew your schedule has changed.
I didn't know. Guys, Monday game streams have gone away. Wait, hold on. Yeah, guys, no more Monday game streams. I'm going to be taking extra time at work, so we aren't going to be doing the game streams on Mondays. I may try and figure out another day to do them, but as of right now, we aren't going to be doing them. But Tuesdays, the download from 6:30 to 8:30, the show you are watching right now. Thursdays, the build from 6 to 8. This week's guest is Brandon Ingram. He is another indie comic writer. He just sent us the books, The Gallows, or The Gallows Man is what it's called.
I swear I've heard about that comic before.
Oh God. So it is It is a take, basically it's a parody of like Golden Age comics.
Maybe that's why it seems so familiar to me. So, but go ahead, please. Go.
And I before he sent the books to us, I was reading all the test pages on the Kickstarter,
and
it's dark. It is
really
dark. It's a dark dark comedy take on Golden Age comics.
It'd be really cool if it was a dark take on the Golden Girls. That
would be great too. But he the Gallows Man is basically like Batman, but he hangs people.
Oh, okay. It wasn't there a Watchman that had like a noose around it. That was in the TV show too, wasn't that? Didn't they discover that was a? What was his name? Anyway, never mind. It's not important. It is important, and I'll figure it out later. But let's continue.
Right. So that is our schedule, ladies and gentlemen. We will be having a whole bunch of fun this week. We will see you guys on Thursday after we're done with this show today for the build. I'm going to be finishing up the massive ordeal that is the Conquered Jet. This thing is massive. It's big.
I heard it was big.
Yeah.
But that's what she said.
That is what she said. Okay.
Oh, and the Rice-A-Roni San Francisco treat. Woo!
Yeah, because that's what he does in the show, right? He just, that's what she said. Ha!
Yeah. Parkour. That's my favorite
parkour. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our schedule. Now, Frey, I know you don't like doing this part, but give us your plugs.
Hello, I am Frey of the Frey Girl. I'm Jen as well. Mrs. Frey Jen, the real Mrs. Frey Jen. And tomorrow I will be watching Agatha All Along. And then I also have a YouTube channel where I do some stuff. Classified. We take your favorite fandoms and we classify them into Dungeons and Dragons. I'm currently reading through the Wheel of Time series. So I might start doing some stuff on that because I have a lot of questions about Wheel of Time. And we've got, I'm on this show. I do stuff here. And then, Kyber Cave. I do stuff on Kyber Cave. Yeah, like we have a new order, which is like a dungeons. It's like a role-playing game that we're starting, and I know it's currently being edited right now, so the first season will come out. And so that's me. I'm on all the social medias except for Twitter because I deactivated my account because it's time. It's time
to move away from the Twitter. Head over to Threads.
Well, I'm already on Threads. Yeah. I mean, I'm on everything else. I'm
just saying, post more on Threads.
Yes, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in our Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post. Now, if you guys want to support us, the best way to support Distance Nerding is to head over to distancenerding.com, go up to the top of the page right there, hit that big blue button that says buy us a taco, and you can buy us a taco. Join the taco party. What was that?
I said, is that what that button's for?
Yeah. Buy us a taco. You can join the taco party. Be cool and help support us. It helps us do more shows. It helps us do more things for all of you guys out there. You guys can see we've been doing more shows lately, and we want to get bigger and better prizes to give away to everybody because that's us. I'm not afraid to buy your affection, and that's all I want to do, guys, is buy your love.
He does like to buy people's love. It's ridiculous.
With Pokemon cards and stuff like that. Guys, connect with us on all of the social media platforms, everything that exists. If you are on social media of that kind of ilk thing, connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, not X. It's not X. At least you can connect with Distance Nerding and not Frey anymore, but Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, and James's glasses sitting on a desk just judging everybody for not buying more shirts.
He really is obsessed with shirts.
Yeah. And for not watching us on the game streams as much. You know, and dropping fart noises like James does throughout every game stream that I do. Every second of the entire game stream is just filled with
fart noises.
It's so there's a soundboard specifically for the viewers on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And James will just spam the farts.
Oh, well, you know, that's on brand.
Right. It is. He's an old man. He's farting.
It's too much Taco Bell.
That might be it. That might be it. Remember, you can follow us on all the social medias at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you would like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of Charlie Cox.
No, also Goonies. You got a Goonies 2 pitch. Send us an email and we'll read it on the air.
That's right.
Until we get cease and desist letters. Let's keep doing this till we get cease and desist letters, people.
Yes, please. We need all of the Goonie pitches. What is your pitch for the Goonies 2? Send us an email at Dist. We really do need all the pitches for Goonies 2.
Yeah, I want to see what's out there. Let's see. Let's make this Goonies thing happen.
Yeah.
They're not getting any younger, everybody.
We'll see how good of an idea everybody gets, and then we will send it out to Spielberg and see what he thinks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Stevie, little Stevie. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And it's nerding at AOL.com. And remember, guys, we will read it on air. So that is it from us this week, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all had fun with us. But as always, thanks and keep nerding together.
Nerding at the appropriate times together.
Yeah. Taco Bell Bear. Oh God, I've got to tell that story at some point.
I feel like if they're really like the Taco Bell Bear, isn't there like a Mountain Dew Breeze one or something?
The Baja Blast.
Baja Blast, like a Baja Blast one.
Yeah, no. Taco Bell Bear is a story that we told on the way back from Carson City.
Okay.
About a dude giving a bear Taco Bell.
Oh gosh.
And like, you know, like basically they were just like, no, you're not supposed to give a bear Taco Bell, you know, it's like, you know, and I was like, I wonder if that bear had like the bubble guts.
Oh, probably. Oh, can you imagine?
You know, and for some reason when I started
talk about a bear shitting in the woods.
I know. I said, there's a bear shit in the woods. It does after it eats Taco Bell.
Absolutely.
No,
in everyone's woods, not just its own.
So as we're driving, I started like improving what the bear would say. It's like a baby bear, right?
Yeah.
But for some reason, I made it Morty's voice. Right.
That's brilliant.
So the whole time, I was like, oh my God, I'm shitting everywhere. It's everywhere right now. Why would you let me eat this? So bad. And then the mama bear is just like really calm. She's got like this really calming what's her name? She played Mary Poppins.
Emma. No,
the original.
Oh, Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews. I was like that. Like I imagine that the bear mom is like Julie Andrews. Like, what do you mean, honey? Are you okay? What's wrong? I don't know, Mom. I'm just shitting everywhere. Like, I can't control it. It's so bad.
Oh man.
And I got the goal of what I wanted here because Jeff in the chat said she's hyperventilating right now. So whenever you hear the joke Taco Bell bear, that's what that is.
Yeah. Aw, poor bear. Nobody deserves that.
Tater said score. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. It is now time for the dance party. So let's get this going. Oh, it's Venom. It's a Venom mug.
He could play Gene Simmons.
And I have a Deadpool mug.
Aww.
Nerding.
People hate on this movie, but I love it. I love it.
I really could play Gene Simmons.